known as the cozy girl. I don't want to be known as the blanket girl. I don't want to be known as the jewelry girl. Like, that's not supposed to be my legacy. Jaclyn Hill.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. This is an impromptu video. I actually put out that I was going to be making a James Charles video today. However, I'm going to put that on pause just for one day because Jaclyn Hill uploaded this video titled, "I'm Closing My Brands." And at first I thought that this was clickbait, but I quickly realized upon watching about 2 minutes of the video that it wasn't. So I wanted to come on here and I wanted to react to this just because I have talked about Jaclyn Hill so much. I did already watch this, but I'm going to react now that I have all my thoughts together. I do think that Jaclyn Hill did a good job of taking accountability on some things, very few, but there was some other things that I really wanted to talk about because I feel like Jaclyn Hill is trying to start over. She's trying to start fresh, and I feel like she's trying to get away from everything that has went on with Morphe, everything that's went on with Jaclyn Roxanne, everything that's went on with Cozy, and I just don't think that that's going to work for her. So if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. Now, if you're anything like me and you're subscribed to Jaclyn Hill when you got this notification, you were probably thinking, what in the hell is going on? And I was too, girl. I was sitting there clutching my pearls. I was like, is this real? Is this fake? Is she going to punk us right now? Is Jaclyn Hill going to pull some kind of joke? But it was not a joke. And if you're like me, you were hoping that one of the things that she would address would have been Cozy. Now, she put that at the tail end of her video, so I'm putting it at the beginning of mine because that was a big deal. And I think that it's super important that we talk about this now because Jaclyn Hill basically, in my opinion, of course, stonewalled this other creator and brand owner, Kaylin. Now, Jaclyn Hill addressed this in this video and she talked at length about how she had an attorney that looked into trademarks and all that different stuff, which is really interesting to me because Jaclyn said that there was no trademark that could be found. If that's the case, why did Jaclyn Hill not try to trademark this for herself? If you remember, Jaclyn Hill did the same thing with Gabby Rose makeup with her brush.
So next we have the Face Master collection, which the bag is similar but just bigger. And there's something about this bag that really gives me life because it's just so like big and bulky and...
Jaclyn Hill came out with her own Face Master collection. Now, before I show you what I want to show you, I'm going to let Jaclyn Hill explain this in her own words, just so there's no misunderstanding. There's no mincing of words. There's nothing going on. Check out what Jaclyn Hill had to say about this whole trademark thing in Cozy.
Is that you only see moments and minutes throughout my entire week in my life, but behind the scenes is where everything is actually happening. So although I may not address something, does not mean that it's not keeping me up at night and something that I am constantly dealing with and obsessing over and trying to make right. I just want you guys to keep that in mind. What you see here on camera is just a tiny, tiny glimpse into what my life actually looks like. So as a lot of you guys may know, there is a Canadian creator and she had an online digital platform called All Things Coze. And Coze was spelled the same way as my brand, Koze. So at the time, I hired a trademark attorney to make sure that whatever name my team and I came up with for my brand was gonna be able to be used legally. We came up with over 100 different names. Everything was taken. We created names from scratch, taken. Everything was trademarked until we came up with the name Cozy, spelled Koze. My attorney told me, trademark is open. It's all yours. Great. Where I personally messed up as an owner, as a founder, as a CEO, was not doing my own due diligence on the social media side of things. I was not made aware that there was a smaller Canadian creator with an online platform that had that exact same spelling within the brand name. Until we had placed an order for everything, for the blankets, for the robes, for the pajamas, for the socks, for the slippers. And that's when I was made aware of the spelling being the same. The second that I was made aware of the situation, my team and I reached out to her directly to try to make this right. And we never heard back from her. And I completely understand why, because I would be pissed off if I was her as well. All right, the situation sucks. I'm just giving you my perspective of what happened behind the scenes of the camera.
Now, if you've watched my previous videos on Jaclyn Hill, you probably know what I'm about to say. I'm not saying that Jaclyn Hill is a liar. I'm just saying that most of the time when her mouth is moving, lies come out. I'm not saying that she's lying in this instance. I just find it very weird that me, someone that is not an attorney that does not deal with trademarking and all that different stuff, was able to go over on Tess. And if you guys don't know what Tess is, it's the trademark lookup website. And if you put in Cozy over there, I pointed this out several months ago, maybe a year ago, or it's been a minute. I pointed this out. There's a brand named Everyday Cozy. And if you want to know what trademark type this is for sleepwear as well as undergarments. This is owned by the Gina Group. I pointed this out in several videos several months ago, and it almost makes me wonder if they had any kind of part in Jaclyn Hill changing the name of her brand, because we all know that she rebranded Cozy. Now, Nick has reached out to Kaylin for a comment. She hasn't got back to him yet. If she gives him a comment, we'll make a video on his channel about that. But it's my understanding someone that I have spoken with has said that Kaylin said that this is not true. Of course, I can't verify that with the receipt, so take that with a grain of salt, but it does kind of fall in line with what I know about the situation behind the scenes with Kaylin and people that have spoken to her. But what Jaclyn Hill also failed to mention is the fact that she had that nasty, snide, weird-ass comment about trademarks in a video that she posted a few months ago, where a lot of people thought that she was throwing shade at Kaylin.
This brush is a game changer. If you don't have this brush, you need this brush. It's by It Cosmetics. It's just says Heavenly Skin. TM. At least they trademarked it.
There is also something else that Jaclyn Hill failed to mention when she was addressing Cozy, and I'm going to tell you guys what it is now. Now, do you remember when Jaclyn Hill uploaded that Instagram story that Jordan recorded of her changing the bio on her Instagram to owner, founder, and CEO of Cozy?
What really kind of put a bad taste in my mouth was, instead of this creator responding, their team, or they did, just posted a reel with the word coz, or they call it cozy, with a TM beside it. The reason why that put a bad taste in my mouth is because, one, the energy was weird. It was weird because it just kind of gave a like, yeah, I saw your comment, here's my response, trademarked.
Do we not remember that? Like, Jaclyn, are you forgetting that? Because to me, and this is just my opinion, that felt at least a little bit antagonistic to me, because Jaclyn Hill has had her feet held to the fire for this, and I cannot help but think that this actually may be one of the reasons why Jaclyn Hill is having to close up shop in Jaclyn, Roxanne, and Cozy. People are sick of it. And the fact that Jaclyn Hill said that she didn't want this to be her legacy, she didn't want to be the Cozy girl, she didn't want to be the Morphe girl. Well, Jaclyn Hill, this is your legacy. This is what you've built for people. This is what you've sold to people years and years and years and years and years, and it's finally catching up to you.
I promise you right here and now that I will never sell out. I promise you that I will never lie to you. I promise you that I will never put money above my relationship with my subscribers. I promise you that I will stay true to myself and I will stay true to you. I promise you that I will only talk about things that I genuinely love. I promise you. You guys know how much I love you, and you guys mean the world to me.
It's so funny now that Jaclyn Hill loves her followers and she wants to be an influencer. Where are all these videos that she said that she's going to be posting for her followers over all the past like 3 years? We have all heard Jaclyn Hill at least 3 times say that she's going to be more consistent, that she's going to post more, and that she's going to interact with her audience. Yet time and time again, every time Jaclyn Hill uploads, it's her pushing Jaclyn Cosmetics or her pushing some kind of affiliate code for Amazon. So what is it? What is it that Jaclyn Hill is going to do? What is it that she's going to change? She's just getting rid of the brands. That doesn't mean that she's not going to collab with brands. What I'm taking away from this is, in my opinion, of course, is Jaclyn Hill doesn't want any of the responsibility that she has as an owner, founder, and CEO. We already know that she lied about Jaclyn Cosmetics. She was never the owner, founder, or CEO of nothing in regards to Jaclyn Cosmetics. That was just a straight out fucking lie. So this whole song and dance of her now like crying, like she had so many cuts in that video. She couldn't cut herself out grabbing the tissue to wipe her face, but there's a million cuts in this when she's trying to make her points. Why? But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, of course. I didn't want to make this a very long video because you guys already kind of know the history. If you've watched me in any capacity, I talk about Jaclyn Hill a lot. I do think it's sad that she's put a lot of time into this, but I also think it's sad that she can get on the internet and just lie her ass off to her followers. And overall, my takeaway is Jaclyn Hill thought that she could be CEO and she just couldn't hack it, and that's okay. Some people are just meant to be collaborators. Some people cannot own brands. And listen, that's coming from somebody that is starting a candle line. There has been many times when I've second guessed that and thought maybe I should not do this. It's not for everyone. It's not for the faint at heart. It's not about looking cute when you go into the office. It's about rolling up your sleeves and getting in the trenches with the people that work for you. And I just don't think that Jaclyn Hill does that. But one major thing that I did take away from this is Jaclyn Hill, in my opinion, just does not want the responsibility. She's had too many issues with launches. She's had too many product issues. She's had too much drama and she just don't want to deal with it anymore. And it's her own fault. I'm not saying that she's not redeemable, but it's going to take years for her to be able to rebuild her reputation after everything that she's done and said over the years. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you made it this far in the video, please leave me the lipstick emoji. I might end up doing a live stream about this tomorrow. I'm going to make a video tonight for tomorrow about James Charles. If you want a live stream where we can just chit chat and shoot the shit about this, let me know down below. But you guys, I hope you all have an amazing day and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.